Everybody, it's lovely to see you today. I'm Sarah Janes from Soap School and welcome to this week's Pantry Soap Making. In this session we are going to be making a lovely recipe. We're making orange and ginger soap. So let's go ahead and have a look at the recipe itself. So as you can see, we are using a standard everyday recipe for use at home. We're using a solid fat. In this instance we're going to be using Crisp and Dry, but you could use Crisco or Trex. We're using 150 grams of coconut oil, 100 grams of olive oil, 72 grams of your sodium hydroxide, then we're using 150 grams of water, and we're using 5 grams of dried ginger powder and 5 grams of grated orange peel. Now it doesn't have to be orange peel, you could use something else as well, but I particularly prefer orange. I think it's lovely with ginger, but lemon works very well too. Okay, so let me just move this and let's have a look at the main recipe itself. So here we have all of the ingredients that we're going to be using. We have our warmed oils already melted down and ready for use, and we've already prepared our lye solution as well. But here you can see we have our dried ginger powder and we've got our grated orange peel. Now orange peel is one of those things that's wasted all of the time. You may well eat the orange but not the peel. So what I prefer to do is to peel the orange and then dry them a little bit and then grate them down, and then you can use those in the soap or as decoration, but they are much better if they're dried. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take the ginger powder and pop that in, and we're going to give that a blitz before we do anything else. So give it a quick buzz with our stick blender and just get all of that worked in. And there we go. Give it a good stir. All right, and then we can add in our lye solution. But as always, before you go anywhere near your lye solution, you must be wearing your safety equipment. So this is the time, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you pop your gloves and everything on so that you're properly protected. Okay. So give it another stir up and then we're going to add in the lye solution. So I'm wondering how many of you might already have been working with ginger powder or ginger itself, maybe even the ginger root grated down. That's lovely too. Ginger's very detoxifying, it's warming. So if you have used ginger or you've used orange before, please do drop something in the comments and let me know, and what combinations maybe you've put with it. Give it a good mixing. It's already starting to get nearly at trace at this point. You can see that the ginger makes the colour go much darker, like a nutty kind of colour. I really like that. And to that we're now going to add in our essential oil. I've actually decided to add in a sweet orange essential oil. I haven't put this into the recipe. It's entirely optional if you want to add in a fragrance to this. But I wanted not just the grated orange, but I want the smell of oranges as well. But remember, this is about pantry soap making, and you may not have sweet orange essential oil just sitting there in your home. So if you don't, that doesn't mean you can't make this soap. It's a beautiful soap. Utilize it and use those things that you already have available to you. And to this, we're going to add in our grated dried orange peel. You can actually dry the peel really easily in a warm oven that you've already had on. You can also use the microwave and really mix that in. There we go. It's looking absolutely beautiful. I want it just a tiny bit thicker. You can vary the thickness depending on the type of finish that you want your soap to have. I'm a lover of kind of sculpted or slightly textured tops, so I do prefer to take it just that little bit thicker. Okay, and then we're going to take our soap mould and let's just have a look at that. There we go. So I'm just going to pour this beautiful soap into the mould. Oh yes. And then we can just texture the surface. Now, if you had some of the grated orange peel left, you could decorate the top with that really easily. I don't have any left because I put it all into my soap. But it's entirely up to you, whichever way you want to do it. So then you can just texturize the top in whatever way that you want. Might just make some pretty curls down the center of it. And I think we might just leave it at that today. So just going in like a figure of 8, just down the center, and just putting a nice textural top on it. Now, one thing that I will do is just clean up the edges. If you leave them with it hanging over the edges, it makes it a lot more difficult when you come to cut. It's just so much easier to just clean up the little bits. And actually, it's much easier to do with a spatula than the mess that I'm making, so I'm sure you'll do a better job than me. But there we have our beautiful orange and ginger soap. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me make this one. I would love to hear from you if you make this. Do drop something into the comments if it's something that you've enjoyed, or maybe if you've already made something similar to this. And don't forget, you can click on the subscribe button and you can come and join us anytime. We come on every single week and share a project with you. And we look forward to seeing you again really, really soon on the pantry soap making session. So I'll just pop the recipe up one more time for you, just in case you missed anything. And if you do have any questions, you can always drop them into the comment section afterwards. I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. And thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.